Today we will learn how to say then in Korean. It's very easy. You just put the particle 보다 after the noun. As a particle, 보다 means then, and we use it to make comparisons, just like bigger than, more interesting than, less cold than in English. The basic structure is noun 1 plus 보다 plus noun 2 이가 plus the or 덜 plus verb. So it means N2 is more or less verb than N1. Here, the means more and 덜 means less. So with the, we say more than. With 덜, we say less than. Now, let's look at some examples. 영어보다 한국어가 더 어려워요. Korean is harder than English. You can see that the particle 보다 is after noun 1, 영어, which means English. Then comes noun 2, 한국어가, which means Korean. And then the, which means more, and the verb 어려워요. 망고보다 딸기가 더 맛있어요. Strawberries are tastier than mangoes. You can see the particle 보다 is after noun 1, mango. Then comes noun 2, 딸기가, which means strawberry. And then 더, which means more, and the verb 맛있어요. 작년보다 올해가 덜 추워요. This year is less cold than last year. You can see the particle 보다 is after noun 1, 작년, which means last year. Then comes noun 2, 올해가, which means this year. And then 덜, which means less, and the verb 추워요. 어제보다 공부를 덜 했어요. I studied less than yesterday. You can see the particle 보다 is after noun 1, 어제, which means yesterday. And here, you can't see noun 2, but you can just understand that I'm talking about today, of course. And then 덜, which means less, and the verb 하다. And here's a small tip. In colloquial Korean, the can be omitted, and the sentence will still sound natural. However, 덜 should not be omitted. 영어보다 한국어가 더 어려워요. 영어보다 한국어가 어려워요. Korean is harder than English. They both have the same meaning and sound natural. 망고보다 딸기가 더 맛있어요. 망고보다 딸기가 맛있어요. Strawberries are tastier than mangoes. They both have the same meaning and sound natural as well. 작년보다 올해가 덜 추워요. This year is less cold than last year. But for this sentence, you can't omit 덜, because then it just becomes a totally different sentence. If you omit 덜, then this sentence means this year is colder than last year. Now let's move on to some practice questions. Bananas are cheaper than apples. 사과보다 바나나가 더 싸요. Tomorrow will be busier than today. 오늘보다 내일이 더 바쁠 거예요. Today is warmer than yesterday. 어제보다 오늘이 더 따뜻해요. I like dogs more than cats. 고양이보다 개를 더 좋아해요. The exam was less difficult than I thought. 생각보다 시험이 덜 어려웠어요. My younger sibling plays games better than my friend. 친구보다 동생이 게임을 더 잘해요. Korean food is spicier than Western food. 한국 음식이 서양 음식보다 더 매워요. This week is less tiring than last week. 지난주보다 이번 주가 덜 힘들어요. Books are less boring than movies. 영화보다 책이 덜 지루해요. The subway is faster than the bus. 버스보다 지하철이 더 빨라요. Today we learned how to say then in Korean. That's it for today's lesson, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching.